Nish Kumar, welcome to Hoxton Radio.
Very pleased to be here.
I've heard you on 5 Live many times.
Oh, I'm on 5 Live.
And you're...
I'm sometimes on 5 Live, and sometimes I'm discussed on 5 Live, as I was last week when Ellis James tried to undermine my skills on the football field.
How dare he?
He's a disgrace. He's an absolute disgrace.
On the football field, you know, any kind of tricks and things up your sleeve?
No, not physically, but mentally. I like to get under people's skin, get in their heads, and compensate for the fact that they're palpably better than me at football by playing mind games with them.
Like moves ahead.
Yeah, I'm always trying to play mind games.
Okay. You're doing a comedy set at my office next week at Mama Shelter in East London.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it's Alex Haddow's gig, who I like very much.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Yeah, great.
I've seen pictures of you and her behind the decks at various do's as well.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. She's a professional DJ, and sometimes at social events for comedians, the other comedians are DJing, which basically means drunkenly shouting songs at Alex Haddow. And she's very tolerant of it.
That's nice. It's good friends you've got, yeah. You don't mind going to a gig solo, though?
No, I got no problem. I'm constantly a gig solo. Actually, you know what? I was about to say I'm going to be at a gig solo. I'm not. I'm actually in a rare run of gigs that I'm going to with friends.
What?
Feels weird.
Changed.
Feels weird, man. Feels weird. But, you know, Glastonbury's coming up, and I always see 3 or 4 things on my own at Glastonbury.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's hard to persuade people to go and see, like, you know, Pakistani folk music at midday. But for me, I don't mind. I'm happy to go on my own, have the experience. But it is nice to go with friends.
And it's nice to have a bit of me time at Glastonbury and just because you're surrounded by stuff all the time.
I love to have a little quiet time at Glastonbury. Love it. Absolutely love it. My ideal day is like, I have 3 friends that I go to lots of gigs with, and they have the same intense desire to see music that I do. And so we work very hard in the day to see everything, and then I like to get absolutely blasted at night. Perfect.
What a balance, yeah. Who are some of your earliest radio memories? Who are some of the DJs or shows or programs you listened to?
I mean, one of the things that I think is a bit of a shame in radio is that there's been a slight pullback in like Radio 4 comedy output, because Radio 4 comedy was like all sorts of stuff that went on to be massive on television actually cut its teeth on Radio 4. So, like, Goodness Gracious Me originally on Radio 4, absolutely amazing. Knowing Me, Knowing You, the original Partridge radio series is incredible. Flight of the Conchords on Radio 4, absolutely incredible. So, like, yeah, I really love lots of, like, radio comedy. And you know, and then on Radio X, things like, you know, Stephen Merchant used to have a radio show like that. A lot of those comedian-hosted radio shows. And then I actually... You know, I've sort of was lucky to kind of do a lot of stuff with Josh Widdicombe when he had that show. I do lots of stuff with Matt Crosby and Ed Gamble because they have that show on Radio X now. So, I really love that kind of comedy radio overlap. And for music, I would say, like, my engagement with music is way more friends recommending albums to me, I would say, than radio. Like, in a weird way, like, my big radio memories are comedy-based.
When you're driving back from gigs, midweek, etc., you must have the radio on listening to people.
You know who's amazing? And he does need a plug because his career's really struggling. Cillian Murphy. Okay, a little plucky Irish newcomer called Cillian Murphy. So often when I have 6 Music on and I hear a song that I think is great, I will then hear the dulcet Irish tones of the man who went on to pretend to invent the atomic bomb. He's kind of got an amazing, like, soothing radio manner, and also he has like a crazy, broad, and very, very passionate, like, music fan. Like, he's got a crazy depth and breadth to his music taste. I don't think he needs the publicity. The guy's got an Oscar, but now he's got the real prize.
He's got your stamp of approval next to his name.
You can take that to the bank, Murphy.
Thank you very much for talking to Hoxton Radio today.
My pleasure. See you in the office.
See you there.
Thanks, guys.
Man, thank you very much.
See you on Tuesday.
Yeah, see you then.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.